Join us as we explore the Calakmul archaeological site, deep in the jungle on the border between Mexico and Guatemala. Besides being one of the most remote Mayan ruins in the world, it's one of the last sites that allows you to climb the pyramids.
All right, it's 4:30 in the morning and we're headed to Calakmul.
The ancient Mayan city. Cody's been before, about 4 years ago, but this will be my first time.
All right, so we stayed in Expool Hill, which is about an hour's drive from the gate, and now we're still another...
Sign said 63 kilometers.
Yeah, so we turn into the jungle from the highway, and then you get another 63 kilometers down the road.
We hope we see monkeys.
Yeah, this is one of the only places that you can find like tarantulas and jaguars and monkeys. Have you ever seen a jaguar crossing?
Sure haven't. I sure hope we see one.
Yeah, it's so cool.
We drove down the single-track dirt road, stopping occasionally to look at wildlife. At the end of the road, we continued on foot, making our way towards the pyramids, where we found a family of monkeys playing in the trees.
Oh, there's little babies.
There's a bunch of them. They're so cute.
Do you see the baby?
Uh-huh.
I love how he just uses the weight of his body to let the tree kind of move him to where he wanted to go. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little baby on its back, you're right.
Aww.
Alright, this is the first building that we found. The sign said that this little area they believe is like a little residential area. Kind of like an apartment complex, because they said that they don't believe that the people there were blood related. So, somewhere between 500 and 1,000 years ago, this was an apartment complex.
Ooh-wee. So
this is the Acropolis?
Yep, Grand Acropolis. It's cool. So like this whole area, this is like the main kingdom part, and it said that 50,000 people lived in this whole area. But this main center part ruled as far as like 93 kilometers away or something like that.
Yeah, I heard in one estimate like they had control over some areas that were as far as 150 kilometers away.
Oh, okay, yeah, super far.
But Calakmul was one of the main cities of the Mayan world. One of three major cities, the other two being Palenque, which is in Chiapas, Mexico, and Tikal, which is in Guatemala. Tikal and Calakmul were actually warring cities, so they had a bit of a rivalry. And Tikal, I think, eventually sacked them, took control.
After about 20 minutes of exploring some of the smaller ruins, we found Structure 2, which is the biggest of the two main pyramids.
Man, the view from the top of this is just incredible. And it's so weird being 62 kilometers from the highway and just kind of in the middle of the jungle by yourself on the top of a pyramid. Want to explore the top?
Yeah.
Oh, there's more to climb, by the way.
Oh yeah, yay! Is that convincing?
We both were a little unwell before we came out for this trip, and we cleared up maybe a day before we left, but we're still running a little bit ragged. Careful with this one, it drops off pretty.
Yep.
All right, well, we're about to climb the pyramid on top of the pyramid. Shy thought she was going the easy way. I think I might have won that battle.
Spirit is high, strength is low.
She's going for another shortcut.
Tikal making notes.
Ten more steps. Man, look at the view from the top of this.
Jungle, as far as the eye can see.
And about 20 miles that way is Guatemala.
Probably see it from here.
You could almost see it from here. Back down?
Let's go to that shady spot.
Sounds good. Man, going up is tiresome, but coming down is really hard on the knees, huh?
It's just so scary.
Yeah, it's a lot scarier coming down. So when I came here 4 years ago, it was one of the best experiences I've had in my life. Definitely top 20. And just being alone in the jungle and walking around, I kind of like felt like Indiana Jones or something, you know, just like exploring these places by myself. And I'm really glad to have been able to share this with Cheyenne. And now there is a bunch of construction. Train Maya is going to put a train station right at the gate of this place, and there's going to be a hotel, and it's going to be really easy to get to. And I see that as a good thing and a bad thing. On the bad side, that feeling of being completely remote in the middle of nowhere by yourself is going to be gone. A lot of other people will come here. But on the plus side, there'll be enough money to restore the place, because right now there's maybe 20, 21 buildings that they've restored, and there's something like 6,900 buildings out here. It was a very big city. So 20 years from now, you know, there'll be a lot of people walking around and enjoying the place and getting to experience this here, and it'll probably be a lot bigger.
I'm just so thankful we're able to come out here while it is such a wild and kind of solo experience. It really is just kind of magical and kind of brings perspective to how long humanity has really been on this planet and how many different stages we've lived. Other than the construction, it's still very wild feeling.
Yeah.
With all the trees and...
We've been here since what, like 6:30 in the morning. We finally made it down to the end of the road, and it's almost 11. We haven't seen a single other person visiting the place, so
yeah,
pretty cool.
On the note of being thankful, like, I'm thankful Cody was willing to come out here again, you know, 4 years later, and wake up at 4 in the morning and drive 2 hours. And
well, even when I was here, like, it was really cool being by yourself in the jungle, but I feel like sharing an experience with somebody is more special than kind of having it yourself.
Totally. A shared memory is stronger.
Yeah.
I do wish we felt a little bit more spry.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. We barely made it out here.
We really, that last pyramid almost got us.
Yeah, I think we booked the trip, and the day after we just were like bedridden for like nearly a week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we're not at 100%, but that only honestly makes me kind of more proud of us.
yeah, had to push through.
Yeah, we totally pushed through and made it worth it. And
Now I could give advice on the best way to do this. Like if you are gonna do it soon, you would want to stay in Expool Hill. It's the closest town, really the only place to stay. Staying in like Bacalar would just not be possible to make it out here, at least in time to be by yourself. But with the train coming in and everything, things are changing really quickly. And, you know, probably within a year, the best way to do this would just be to take the train here. So if you have the option in the next year before the train comes, because they're probably gonna not let people climb it anymore.
yeah, and with good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it does get very sticky up there. And
It's very steep, it's very dangerous, and it would also destroy the pyramids if you had hundreds of people coming here climbing them.
that is true.
All right, we're headed to structure 1 now, which is actually the smaller of the 2 main pyramids. And Shai, are you ready to climb one more pyramid?
Oh no, it looks closed. Yeah, I'm ready. We got this.
All right. Oh my God. Okay, so there are a bunch of turkeys with their wings spread guarding the pyramid. All right, watch your step.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a tree. If you know what kind of bird that was, leave a comment. This is definitely the steepest of the 2 main pyramids. As we crawl on our hands and knees to the top of this thing. Luckily, the top of this one is actually the top. You don't have to climb a whole second one. Oh man, at the very top, structure 1.
Visiting Calakmul was truly an unforgettable experience. It's a remarkable place, showcasing the ingenuity of humanity, and if you ever get a chance to visit, we highly suggest it.
If you enjoyed being a part of our travels and liked this video, consider subscribing. We make videos from all over the world, from well-known destinations to those that are well off the beaten path.